There we go.
I'm talking to you with my mind.
We're starting off with reducing human suffering. Our first product is called telepathy, and that enables someone who has lost the ability to command their body to be able to communicate with a computer, and the ability to do conceptual, consensual telepathy.
In January of 2026, Ken became the second participant to receive a Neuralink implant for voice. He will be able to think, and his device will speak for him. And it will sound like him. It will be OG Ken from way back in 2020 before his voice changed.
I'm not certain about whether soulmates exist or not, but if they do, you're mine. I took one look at your dating profile and I was like, wow, hubba hubba. I was smitten.
Ken and I had a whirlwind romance. We met on eHarmony, and we actually texted for 19 hours straight. At the end of that day, he says, can I call you? And when I heard Ken's voice, that was it. It was love at first sound, I guess is kind of the way it is. After we met, we actually started a black car business. He drove people from the airport to meetings. It was at that point where we kind of started noticing things changing.
I noticed that when I tried to raise things up upside down, I would fall over.
It just wasn't normal. And during COVID is when we noticed his voice starting to change. In January of 2024, we received the news that Ken had ALS. I remember feeling kind of the whole weight of the world, and it was really scary. I had already lost a husband. I think Ken was worried that he was going to leave me alone again. And that was hard for him.
I like to go out, like to be able to go and do things. I can't even go shopping anymore. And I can't get help lots of the time because people don't understand my speech. It's really frustrating.
It's not only just the muscles not working, but it's the fatigue. You don't realize how much energy it takes to talk until you don't have that energy to waste. And it really takes away independence. Our house got really quiet. It's the silence that comes with ALS. Was kind of one of the things I didn't realize when it started was going to be one of the things I noticed the most.
The Neuralink device gives us something that no other device can give us, which is a single neuron recording from thousands of channels simultaneously. The telepathy product is basically recording the neural activity from the small area in the motor cortex that involve in execution of hand and arm movements. But if we go only about 2 or 3 inches below, there's another brain area that's involved in execution of speech.
We first heard about Neuralink online. And when he saw that they had a patient registry open for people with ALS, he signed up that day.
When you have ALS, you have neuron degeneration. You're unable to transport the signal from your brain to your muscles. It's like a severed internet cable. And with the brain-computer interface, you bypass this pathway completely, and you can read directly from your brain to a device to do the things you want to do. Like most ALS patients, Kenneth was losing his ability to speak. It was slow, it was tiring and difficult, and it's something that is progressively getting worse. And so the real value of the brain-computer interface is that it would give Kenneth his voice back. He'd be able to speak comfortably for hours on end by no longer having to speak out loud, but rather just intend to move his mouth silently in a way that's extremely comfortable.
He was so excited, and I could tell he was excited. I could tell he was a bit nervous.
The only concern I had was the surgery itself, because my lung capacity is lower. Otherwise, I was going home.
Ken had surgery and they sent him home the next day. It was such a smooth process. You would have never known sort of 2 days down the road that anything had ever happened. We stayed in Dallas for a time after the surgery.
We just did our second voice participant surgery last week. Today will be our first day with BCI. We'll go in, show him how to use his charger, how to use his app, and we will guide him for some sentences to attempt to say, and we'll use that data to try to map neural intent to the actual words.
Yes, this is it. Awesome, they have that.
So when a user gets a brain-computer interface, it's sometimes important for them to play around with their behavior to see what works best. What we did was Kenneth slowed down a little bit and tried to enunciate kind of the individual sounds of his sentence. And really, like out of nowhere, we went from 0 to 100 with the model.
My brain in Spain says mainly on the thing. Ow!
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane.
That's exactly what I said.
Hey!
Come on in.
Oh, nice to see you, Charlie.
Nice to see you guys.
Good morning.
Come on in.
Good morning, Kenneth.
Good to see you.
We're still in an early phase here, but Kenneth is helping us build the future.
We'll start with some data collection just to collect some sentences. After that, we'll train some models and get going. We'll do these at half speed with mouthing and just continue in that direction.
Siri, turn on lights in every room. I think this is awesome.
The goal is we want him to be able to simply just intend to move his mouth and for our BCI to decode his speech.
There
we go.
I'm talking to you with my mind.
Nice work. What was different there?
And that's eating in my head.
Putting more effort in, more intention. It's modulating your neural signals more.
I am the very model of a modern major general.
Neuralink has given us not only Ken's voice back, but it's really given us a boost. It's given us the chance for Ken to kind of be a pioneer. What excited me, they fired it up and he told me that he loved me. In OG Ken voice. So emotional for me to hear it the way I heard it on the phone all those years ago. Yeah, something else.
I am finally able to talk to you.
We're going to continue advancing the quality of the sensors, the number of the sensors. We want to build a system that goes directly from the brain to voice in real time. And Kenneth will have instantaneous feedback and control of this voice.
Everyone gets his own color.
Will it be blue?
I am going to pay 3 to play Search for Life.
I will take 3.
You're gonna do that?
Yes, please. I'm done with my turn.
Nothing has given me a purpose. We work together to make this thing better. Maybe I can't cure ALS, but I can participate in research and can give feedback. It will give us back a voice. And the voice is a very important thing to have. It would be a total waste of who I am if I didn't do all the good. Goodbye. we do. The more I take out, good to be with the Lord. And that's the number one reason I'm doing this. Because I'm doing good for others. And that is the best thing of all.
You are the captain of your own ship. Make the most of what you're given in life.